called it correctly, and they'll opt to bat first.
Ready for the first ball here in the commentary box. What should be an enthralling contest between these two teams. Well timed, but there's a fielder out there. Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
Lovely shot to start the innings. Unfortunate they just couldn't find a gap.
Yep.
Nicked it.
That would have been a very risky single. In the end, a good decision to stay put.
Edged it.
Just threw the shot too early.
Time to keep the pressure on now. Great last ball to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot.
Yes.
Edged.
Didn't time it at all, but managed to get it away to the boundary.
Don't mind getting hit for runs. What's important is to focus on getting the next ball right. Finds the edge. A wonderful delivery to get the edge. You've got to keep hammering away at that spot time and again.
Yes.
Too full. Got what it deserved.
There was minimal follow-through, just great timing to punch it through the field for 4.
End of the over. 8 off it. England are none for 8. Start, the left-arm fast bowler, is coming on to bowl from the south end.
Right there.
Couldn't get it through the field.
No runs on that occasion, got into position nicely, just too early on the shot. Couldn't find a gap.
Poor ball, all the way down to the boundary. That'll go down as 5 wides.
Well, another chance to bowl that one. Really can't have been wide by much, though.
Yes.
Lovely timing. Will this one go to the fence? A couple on offer here.
And they're away and nicely off the mark.
Nice timing, good batting, won't get to the boundary. There'll be 1 run here for them.
Tucked it nicely into the gap. Pick up a single, rotate the strike.
Huge shout. The bowler seems very confident with that one. Out. Caught.
A trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end. For someone with such batting skills, this goes down as a fail.
Great shot, but it's not going to beat the fielder.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was absolutely no point in chasing that. Good running, just finding the gap, and that allows for rotation of the strike and keeps the pressure on the bowlers.
Questions will begin to be asked. Should the captain make a change? A big over that one. Too many loose deliveries. Simple as you like. Didn't bother to look at more than 1 delivery in the over.
As they head back to the pavilion, they'll be wishing they went about this innings a little differently. Not too much to speak of on the scoreboard.
With the fall of that wicket, we have a new batter at the crease. Bairstow will be looking to make a strong start to their innings. Quick onto that in the infield.
Maybe they didn't pick that up very late on the shot.
really good shot there. Could that be out? Looks so.
The trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end for someone with such batting skills. This one goes down as a fail.
Yep.
Good running, just finding the gap, and that allows for rotation of the strike. Keep the pressure up on the bowlers.
Bowled in. Beauty, absolute beauty.
What a crucial breakthrough this is. Excellent bowling to get one of the key wickets cheaply.
The field will come up now, you'd think. Pressure should definitely be on the new batter, who strides to the middle. They will be looking for another quick wicket.
Morgan shakes their head. It was there to hit, couldn't make the most of it.
4 runs added there. England are 4 for 25.
Yep.
Huge edge. Brilliant bowling. Having got the edge the previous ball, they now know the areas they need to be hitting.
Waiting.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
Yep.
Morgan gets off the mark.
Yeah, yep. Waiting.
Just misses. Must have only been millimetres from hitting leg.
Morgan shakes their head. It was there to be hit, but couldn't make the most of it.
That's the end of a very good over. Good pressure being put on the batters. Going with pace now.
Wait.
Doesn't beat the infield.
Not a great delivery, got it full and lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
Yes.
Lovely shot. Good seam position, but over-pitched and got what it deserved.
They got it well away square, nobody anywhere near it in the field to cut it off. Cummins giving away too much width.
Yep.
It was wide and suitably dealt with.
They shouldn't get too discouraged with that last ball. The first step as a bowler is to get the batter playing, which they've managed. If they can find the right spot, the reward will eventually come.
Misses out there on the short and wide one. Well, look how close that was to off stump. The timing on the shot was poor. Really didn't even get close to the ball. Very lucky to get away with that.
Yes.
Great shot through the gap. Perfect timing.
Well, it was hammered away, timed perfectly and placed into the gap.
That sees the completion of the over. A good one too. Not many opportunities to score. Marsh, the right-arm medium bowler, is coming into the attack from the south end. Hit that hard, nailed it.
Straight through the line of the ball, right out of the middle of the bat.
That last ball isn't something you'd want to see a repeat of. You don't want to be giving easy runs away.
Waiting.
Fantastic catch.
The trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end. For someone with such batting skills, this goes down as a fail.
Difficult period as they come to the wicket. They'll take plenty of time to set themselves up before facing their first ball.
Easy does it. First ball and gets some runs.
Yeah. Ball down.
Good running. Just finding the gap, and that allows for rotation of the strike and keeping pressure on the bowlers. Not a great shot in the end. Practices the shot again. Just need to keep their head down now.
Yep. Keeper.
Manipulating the field, asking questions of the opposition captain as they take a single.
8 runs added there. England are 5 for 48.
Right.
Oh my, that's racing away.
Nothing really wrong with the delivery. Got onto the front foot and found the space to get that one to the boundary.
You can see how good this pitch can be for batting. You want the player coming forward, but it's a tight margin. Only a touch full and put away.
Yeah.
Thick edge.
Keeper.
Let's see if they can get the ball up into the slot like before. So crucial to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure.
Yeah.
Struck it nicely. Could go to the boundary.
Onto the front foot early, placed it perfectly into the gap. Timed it nicely for 4 more.
A little short on that occasion. Needs to adjust the length slightly to be just a little fuller. Too short on this pitch. And as we've seen already, it makes it very easy to score.
A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
Back go the stumps. Missed the straight ball.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
Wout is new to the crease. They'll be keen to field bat on ball early on.
Winning.
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
Didn't hit that well. Very late playing that shot.
9 runs added there. England are 6 for 57.
Yep.
Big edge.
Big keeper. Yes.
And with that, they're off the mark.
Yes.
Doesn't want to bowl it there. Overpitched and helped to the boundary.
Got their head right in line with the ball. A beautiful strike there down the ground.
Yep.
Does very well to get quickly across to that one. Well, that was another good over. You can see the frustration growing on the batters. The right-arm medium bowler is coming on to bowl from the northern end.
Yes.
That's going a long way. What a shot that is.
Managed to get onto the front foot early and just incredible power to loft that over the boundary.
Nice shot.
That was a boundary the moment the ball left the bat. Can't time that any better. Perfection.
Yes.
Good looking shot, back into position easily and timed it beautifully.
A loose delivery, seen early, and it was dispatched easily.
Yep.
Got all of it, and for 6.
That's just timed brilliantly, moving closer to 50. Going to need something special to get the wicket.
Yep.
Very quick out there, managing to stop it and preventing 4 runs.
Good running, just finding the gap, and that allows for rotation of the strike and keep pressure on the bowlers.
Yes.
Can't bowl there, too full and helped on its way.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
Really playing all their shots that over, really expensive. We've seen good control and spin from this bowler. Looking forward to seeing what they can do here. Strokes it languidly away to the fence. A lovely shot.
Well, it's a case of blink and you miss it with this innings. 50 brought up, and what a devastating passage of play it's been.
Yes.
Times it nicely.
Just perfection, a majestic shot. You just cannot hit it any better than that. Raced away to the boundary.
Yep.
Timed that brilliantly.
You could see by how it whistled away to the boundary just how sweetly this was timed.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket will come.
Yep.
That's right out of the middle of the bat.
Fine placement and enough timing to get that ball away to the boundary.
Yep.
Picks the gap perfectly.
A really good 50 partnership. These two are looking strong, and it's going to take something special to break it up. That's a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets onto the front foot, and it's flown over the boundary.
A brilliant over for the batting side. Not so for the bowlers. We thought it might be a good pitch to bat on at the start of the day, and we were right. It was a long, hard slog from the bowlers, and now it's a big total to chase down. A couple of big partnerships will be required to get these runs. That's right out of the middle of the bat.
That was timed very, very well. Great shot, driven down the ground and flew over the boundary.
Needs a direct hit. Trouble. Oh, gone.
Oh dear, it's been a poor innings under pressure, and now they've got the key batter out cheaply.
A new batter always likes to feel bat on ball early on as they bring a bit of energy to the crease. Can't get that outside the ring field.
Confusion written on the batters' faces, a mix-up that almost led to a run-out.
A direct hit and this could be gone.
Exquisitely down the front foot, a gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Yes.
Saw that early. No one's catching that. Great shot.
A fine display of wrist and forearm working together to pull this away.
Yes.
That's a long way up. Is there anyone there to catch it? Confident appeal. Could it be? Out. What a catch.
Well, they lose the second wicket. It's a long way back to the sheds. And you can tell they're not happy with that dismissal.
With the fall of that wicket, the new batter comes out to the crease. They're quick to take guard and face up.
Yes.
That gets things going. Just nice to get settled, start to get your first runs.
Yeah.
Into the gap. Nice shot.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running. Nice running between the wickets, clipping the pads, not the bat though.
Yes.
Gone. It's a good catch.
Well, this is a fantastic wicket. Kept the runs down. Really didn't get settled. Looked to be in trouble, sadly, for most of the knock.
Yep.
I don't think there was any bat on that as they come through for the single.
Smith ready to face their first ball. Really needs to settle quickly and see if they can get the ball into the gaps. Well timed, but there's a fielder out there.
Yes, keeper.
Immediately underway with some runs.
Really good over. Takes a wicket, keeps it tight. Somehow they've got to find the boundaries.
Yep.
Time that perfectly.
Marsh got it into the gap and the ball did the rest. Brilliant shot.
Yes.
Nice timing, good batting, won't get to the boundary. There'll be one run here for them.
That's what happens if you stray a little down the leg side. It's too easy just to glance the ball off the pads and take the easy runs.
Drives and misses everything.
Tried to get the drive away, but timed it poorly and lucky to survive.
Yeah.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs. Gone, brilliant in the field.
A long walk back to the pavilion. This has not been a good knock. Not what you'd expect from someone of this skill level.
Stoinis won't have the pressure of facing up just yet. The nerves will be rattling a bit while they're at the non-striker's end. Stoinis takes guard. Been in pretty good touch lately. You wouldn't want to let them get away early with some easy boundaries. Not the ideal way of handling that ball.
It's off the body rather than the bat, but gets through for one.
End of a really good over, taking a wicket and really slowing down the scoring rate.
Yep.
Needs to be on target.
Tucked it nicely into the gap. Pick up a single, rotate the strike.
Yep. Yes, keeper.
A little flick of the wrist to get it round the corner for an easy run.
Yeah, mate.
Massive edge. This should be close.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Yep.
Great shot, but it's not going to beat the fielder.
Good running, just finding the gap, and that allows for rotation of the strike and keeps the pressure on the bowlers. Well, that would have been a very risky run. The right call was made in the end.
Catch it. Yep.
That is a gorgeous shot, straight through the covers.
Bowler's in.
A brilliant throw-in from the deep caps off what was a fabulous piece of fielding.
Over. Australia are 4 for 32. The right armour is coming on to bowl from the northern end.
Yes. Yes.
Great shot.
There was minimal follow-through, just great timing to punch it through the field for 4.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length, around about off stump, and that'll force the mistake.
Right. Yep.
Couldn't get it through the field.
Yes.
Massive chance. Gone, played all around it.
It's the sort of dismissal that sees the momentum swing back to the bowler. Gone, but not for many.
Coming to the wicket, they'll be looking to play within the V early and expand as they get settled. They've picked the gap. Perfect timing. A couple on offer here.
Really raced between the wickets after it was clipped away nicely behind square.
That's the over. Australia are 5 for 42. The right armour is coming into the attack from the south end.
Yeah, mate.
Really good shot there.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot, good running.
Oh, that's a spot.
That's a tough call for the bowler. I thought that was there to be hit.
Great shot, great timing.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
A big opportunity. They've worked hard in recent weeks. They should have the confidence to build an innings and get big runs on the board.
Appeared to be well within the limits, and the umpires called a wide. They were wise to the run there. Excellent call. It was off the pad and they got through quickly.
Yep.
Oh, that is a great catch.
Well, was that a lazy shot or a good piece of bowling? And the field was set and they fell for it. Out for a duck.
And with that wicket, the new batter will mark their guard. They just need to rotate the strike early on as they get settled.
Well, that could have ended horribly, but very good, fast running between the stumps gets them home.
No shot offered. England found some good rhythm in that over. They'll want to maintain it going forwards. Rashid from the northern end.
That's a tough call for the bowler. I thought that was there to be hit.
A change to the complexion of this match. Got to get the new batter coming forward early, encouraging them to drive and really attack the stumps.
It looked a pretty good delivery, to be honest. Umpire, though, has given it as a wide.
Yep.
Stark gets off the mark.
Wow, that's missed the lot.
Deceived by the drift, beaten by the spin. It's as simple as that, really.
Gone right through the defences.
Another one, 8 wickets gone. You feel it's just a matter of time now. A few decent deliveries could see the end.
Yes.
Doesn't beat the infield.
And they're away and nicely off the mark.
Great shot.
You can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way. That would have been a very risky single. In the end, a good decision to stay put.
Gee, they're bowling well at the moment. They complete another very good over.
Yes.
This could be trouble.
Another one goes off to the sheds. That's 9 down. Some good bowling finding this tail out. And it certainly feels like this is close to the finish. That was a tremendous delivery. Fizzed through to the keeper. No more short balls this over.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
And with that, they're off the mark.
Beaten on the drive.
No runs on that occasion. Got into position nicely, just too early on the shot. Couldn't find a gap.
Misses everything.
A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
The end of a tidy over. Batting doesn't seem to be easy out there at the moment. Good pressure building.
Yes.
That was a solid shot. Driven off the front foot. Fantastic cricket shot. Probably deserved more from it.
Like it.
Nearly got through them. Just got onto it in time with enough bat speed to pick up 4.
Yes.
Right out of the middle.
Managed to get onto the front foot early and just incredible power to loft that over the boundary. A lovely delivery. Got it in short and surprised them. They'll be happy only one of those is allowed.
Yep.
Super piece of timing.
What a lovely shot. Really good timing out of the middle and race to the boundary.
You can see how good this pitch can be for batting. You want the player coming forward, but it's a tight margin. Only a touch full and put away.
Yeah.
Just about timed that perfectly.
Brilliant shot. You couldn't hope to hit it any better than that. It's raced away to the boundary.
The over comes to an end. Not many runs coming from it. Both sides need to inject some life into this game. Livingston coming into the attack from the south end.
Right. Yes.
Oh yes, holds on to that one under huge pressure. They've done it.
That's the match. It looked like the required runs were too many to get in that final over, and so it has proved to be. Great bowling.